Good evening, YouTube. So they ended up giving me a load that I dropped at, they had me drop it at Nashville, Tennessee, and we have a drop yard there, dropped it there. And so then they had another driver pick a load up in somewhere, I forget where, in Kentucky, and he ended up bringing it to me at that Nashville yard, and so that load delivers to Clarksville, Arkansas, and so after that I get to go home for a few days. So I made it. Right now I'm at Clarksville, Arkansas. The load doesn't, I looked, the load doesn't deliver until, it's got a 6:45 p.m. appointment time. I'm supposed to be there at 5:45 p.m. Can't be there any earlier than that. So that means that I'll get home sometime late in the evening tomorrow, or which is actually today now because it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'll get home late, really late in the evening, probably on the, realistically on the 21st. So anyway, I ended up, in the last video I was talking about those Pico projectors, and so I've been kind of continuing to intensely research them. So I ended up buying a, one that I'd seen on Amazon, and I'll show you the picture of it here right now. So that was the picture of the screen capture that I made from Amazon of the unit that I bought, and it kind of pretty much ticks all the check marks, or the check boxes, what I've been looking for. I wanted a portable one, because you can get some that are, like you mount in your house. Things are, the projectors that are big. I wanted something that was small, not much, about the size of a smartphone. That kind of size, that, you either have the opportunity to run it on battery or you plug it in to power. So small, extremely portable. But then I also wanted Android, which this one has, as well as Wi-Fi. Of course, you have Wi-Fi then, and Bluetooth capability. And because you have Android, then you've got the Google Play Store, and you've got all kinds of apps like Netflix and Hulu Plus, and so it gives you a lot of flexibility in what you can do with it, and you don't have to attach a bunch of wires to it. The thing is, it's basically a smartphone without the phone, and without a screen. It has a projector. And then the other neat thing about this particular model is that the top of it doubles as a touchpad, which that's quite a neat innovation, because then you can use the touchpad on top of the unit that forms the top of the unit as a mouse. In the same way you would either have an actual mouse attached to it, which you can, because Android will recognize devices plugged into the USB port, so you can actually attach a mouse to it if you want to. So it's looks like it's going to be a pretty nice device, and like I say, it's pretty much everything that I've been looking for in that I decided I wanted in a device like this that's currently available. I expect that this category of device is going to continue to improve, and my hope is, and I think that these things are going to, at some point, they're going to become more mainstream. Because the idea that you can carry around a little projector that's got that's capable of attaching to a Wi-Fi and enabling you to stream all kinds of content. And basically, it's almost like carrying your own big screen TV around in your pocket. So, and I can imagine, because I'll be using it here in the truck, and I can show you. You're going to see of course, you got the lights up there that that I have turned on right now for the video, but I got a large flat area right up there, and that's where I'm planning on doing the projecting while I'm here in the truck, but be able to do the same thing at home. And this particular unit that I've ordered, which I should have by Thursday, by the way. This particular unit, they say, like in a pitch black room, if it was just completely dark, they're saying you can have, from 100 to 120 inch image. If you've got a big enough wall or projection surface in a very darkened room, then I think you can get up to 100 to 120 inches. What I'm going to be doing up here is probably more on the order of about 40 inches. Because the farther you get back, the larger the image becomes. So, looking forward to that. That ought to be fun. The other thing is, imagine one of these things in the summertime outside at night, or another place that something like this would be very handy would be in if you're like stuck in a motel room and have one of these devices. There you go. Instead of being stuck with watching whatever's on television, or trying to watch something like an iPad, a little iPad screen or a phone screen, you basically can kind of create your own little impromptu movie theater. And since this thing also has integrated Bluetooth, I've got a very nice Bluetooth speaker that I keep on my passenger side seat that I should be able to attach this projector to and end up with some really decent sound, because I can do the same thing with the phone. If I'm watching, let's say I'm watching something on Netflix or Hulu Plus, and I want more than just the phone speaker or the iPad speaker, then I can attach the phone or the iPad or whatever to the Bluetooth speaker. Normally I use the Bluetooth speaker most of the time. I use it with the Samsung tablet that I have, and I'm listening to audio podcasts as well as Audible. I listen, the Audible books that I listen to. So I'm listening to, that's mostly what it's attached to. But I can also do it if, like I say, if I want something from Netflix, then I get a much better sound. So this little projector should kind of come in handy, and it should be. Looks like it's going to be, because there's times I'll spend money on stuff, and I don't mind spending money on things like this. There's times when I'll buy something and it turns out that it wasn't, maybe I didn't enjoy whatever it was as much as I do other times. And then there's times where I'll buy something and I'll really get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And I think that this one, this projector is probably going to fall into the latter category. I'm probably really going to enjoy it. And something like this has, kind of very specific uses. So, anyhow, from Clarksville, Arkansas, I'll catch you later.